So I've been using this device for some weeks now, and here's everything you need to know about the Samsung Galaxy A04s before you dip your hands inside your pocket and make a purchase. The Samsung Galaxy A04s is a new entry-level device in the A series lineup. Now this model I have here comes with 3GB RAM and 32GB of internal storage, and it's also costing around 1,360 Ghana cedis. I know some of you are shouting. I know you know what I'm talking about. But these are some good things the Samsung Galaxy A04s offers. The A04s comes with a 6.5-inch PLS LCD Infinity V display. And oh, this display looks good for watching TikTok videos and other content you enjoy. Now the only thing I find, or some of you might find disappointing, is when you are outdoors under the direct sunlight, it is going to be difficult for you to see on the screen, even if you have the brightness set to the highest level. But this shouldn't be any problem, since you are going to be using your device most of the time indoors. The bezels on the display are quite noticeable, and it is something normal with budget entry-level devices. The screen is very responsive as well, and you are getting a 720p resolution display with 90Hz adaptive refresh rate for smoothness and scrolling whilst using the device. And overall, even it makes the device feel much faster. Well, I can say with 90Hz turned on this device, they didn't even drain the battery life. So if you are planning on keeping this feature on, you can still leave it on and you shouldn't be worrying about battery life. Inside the vein cutout is the front selfie 5-megapixel camera. Now let's talk about the most important part you guys want to know, the performance. The A04 does a good job, except if you load it too much with apps running in the background, you are going to notice some lags here and there. But you can still make this device feel way much better using RAM+. RAM+ is a new feature added in One UI 4.1. You can add extra RAM to your device using your internal storage. Now under the hood is the Exynos 850 chipset running on Android 12 One UI Core 4.1. Normal day-to-day tasks on this device like texting, browsing through social media apps feels smooth, and even you can play some less demanding games like Subway and Candy Crush without any lag. I didn't get to play Call of Duty, but from what I've seen so far, the best way you can get to play this kind of games are to play in low graphics quality at low or medium frame rates. This is something you should expect from a budget entry level device. The model I have here comes with 3GB RAM and 32GB internal storage, but there's a 4GB variant with 32GB, 64 or 128 gigs. So if your pocket is not shaky, then you can go in for the 128 or 64GB internal storage, which is a good choice. The A04s gets support for SD card up to 1TB, so you can expand your storage if you want to, and this would be very good for users with 32GB internal storage. So unlocking this device isn't going to be slow as you are thinking, and I didn't even expect the fingerprint to be this much faster unlocking the device, but with just a short tap on the fingerprint, then your device unlocks. The glossy finish at the back sometimes makes this device feel slippery, but don't worry, there's a case. So when you put on this case, it even makes the device look more cooler. Now here's another thing you can also do with the case. You can put in your card, and this can make it very easy for you to carry maybe your identification card or any card around easily. At the right side of the device is the up and down keys. Slightly below is the fingerprint sensor, which is also the power key. A USB Type-C port at the bottom of the device with speaker, microphone, and the 3.5mm headphone jack for wired audio. I wish we could still have this on new devices coming out. At the left side is a dual SIM with SD card slot. Plus there's an extra microphone at the top for good stereo voice recording. 3 cameras at the back with the Samsung branding name here. I know this is an entry-level device, but the cameras do a good job. Now there are 3 cameras at the rear, a 50-megapixel camera and 2-megapixel for both depth and macro lens. Now these are some images I was able to capture using the 50-megapixel main lens. You get to see more details even when zooming in. This is how normal photos also look like. You cannot zoom in up to 10 times if you want to do some zoom actions. There's no zoom lens on this device, so please don't expect to get a better quality when you zoom in 10 times and you take a photo. The macro lens also does a good job. Photos look good, but you have to get closer to the subjects to get the best shots. Since there's no night mode on this device, the main camera struggles in low light. In terms of video recording, the A04s can record videos up to 1080p, which is FHD at 30 frames per second, and also record videos in 720p at 30 frames per second, which is HD. But to record in the highest quality on this device, record at FHD, which is 1080p at 30 frames per second, and clean your lens before you start recording. With 5000 mAh battery inside the Galaxy A04s, this device can last you for 2 days, and I was able to get 2 days out of this device on a day-to-day tasks like texting, watching YouTube videos, and browsing through some social media apps. And even I still had 90Hz turned on. The battery can even get you throughout the day on a single charge, and you only need to charge it at night before you go to bed. It all depends on your usage. The battery life is very okay, and this is one of the best features about the Samsung Galaxy A04. There's fast charging support available on this device, which you can turn on in the settings. If you are planning to keep your device battery for a longer period of time, you can enable this battery feature to help you do that. This will prevent your device from overcharging, and it will also extend the lifespan of your battery. So now I'm going to be showing you some features to get the very best out of this device. The first one is the side key feature. So this feature would allow you to have access to your favorite apps quickly. So when you double press on the power key, this is going to open your favorite app. The second one is the lift to wake feature. So whenever you pick up your phone, the display is automatically going to turn on even without you pressing the power key. Anyways, someone might ask, is it worth buying? Yes. And it's also a good upgrade from the A04 itself and the A03, the A03s. But you can go in for the A13 5th Gen if you feel the price for this device is too much. If for any reason you want a second device, you can consider buying this device, or you are getting it for your junior brother, your grandmama, then this is a good choice. Like this video if you found it helpful. Also leave a comment to anything you want to know about the device. Subscribe for more videos and stay safe.